Quite a nice day yesterday, quite a good day after I was late for work, which wasn't great, but they were quite good really. I mean, look, I think they kind of accept that sometimes that sort of stuff happens. Like I mean, basically the bus just didn't come, and then I got on a bus around a similar time, but then there was just so much traffic and I just couldn't get through. Anyway, so I did it. I got there. I missed my first lesson. But I did all the others. And it was my first day of kind of back-to-back lessons. I had a couple of people who didn't turn up, who didn't answer the phone, and that's fine. So it gave me a few kind of mini little breaks and stuff. But I'm doing okay with it. Like, it's quite hectic because you kind of have to. It's not really the lessons that the hectic part, it's kind of the leading feedback. But I'm lucky because I've done a lot of jobs where, you know, you're kind of writing notes at the same time as you're talking and having a conversation. So I suppose, like, you know, in the way that a journalist does, because I've worked in that sort of industry for a while. So it's a similar kind of skill that I've been using for 15 years. So I'm fortunate. I'm fortunate that I've got that in my toolkit. Had dinner, which was very nice. Got a bottle of wine, and I see. Look, I don't really drink wine, so I don't really care about it. But then a friend who I had dinner with, he does. So we got a kind of medium bottle, but like a medium priced bottle. But it was still like it was 52 shekels, which I think is a lot. Like it's like 12 pounds or something, like £11.25, let's say. I don't know, it's something like that. It's just a bottle of wine. It was just a bottle of rosé wine, you know, like it's, you know, from the co-op effectively, which I sort of, I wouldn't buy wine more than like £5.20, maybe £5.50 if it was a special occasion. So, you know, but this was pushing it, but it's fine. We sort of shared the cost. I ended up not cooking because he cooked. Which might have been for the best. It was all right. Yeah, I've had the rest of it for a kind of brunch. I say brunch, I mean it's like what? Hold on, what time is it? I don't know. It's probably not even 10 o'clock yet. But I just wake up at 6:30, so that's kind of lunch. Because if you wake up at 9, you have lunch at 12. That's my theory anyway. So anyway, I ate pasta. So sod it. I don't care. I'm not even going. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. I'm very carby here, which I didn't think I would be. I thought I'd be quite salady. But I've been very carby. I need to buy a cheese grater. I've decided that's my task for today. Another task for today actually was I phoned the card, the people who were meant to be sending my card to find out when it's going to arrive. And started off with the normal kind of thing. Hi, sorry, but don't suppose you speak English, which I said, of course, in Hebrew. And he was like, no. That hasn't happened to me yet. That's the first time that's happened. Everyone speaks English. Like, I was like, oh. And then I vaguely tried to say, I think I probably sounded like this, like the equivalent of this. I wait, guard, arrive, no arrive. 2 weeks. Like that's kind of probably what I sounded like. And he was like, okay, someone's going to call you back. And I was like, all right, thanks. He's like, today or tomorrow? I was like, today. I must have sounded like such a... Anyway. Oy. So that's happening today. Good news. The top-up payment of my sal klita, which is the money that you get from the sort of government, it arrived in my bank. Oh, I'm so happy. I mean, I can't do anything with it because I don't have a bank card. So I can't get any money out. But at least the money's there. So, you know, if anyone tries to take money for like utilities or Wi-Fi, I know the Wi-Fi's on my British card, but utilities or like, I don't know, bill type stuff, that I've signed up for. At least there's money in there. I don't have to freak out about it. It's not a huge amount of money. It's 1,423 shekels, which is about 320 quid, I think, off the top of my head. Something like that. 350 quid. But, that'll put me on. At least it's there, so that, look, I won't pay my rent, but my rent is covered. I've now got all of the money that I need for rent. So that's good. And I've got a bit of extra for spending money. That's good. And then, of course, I'll get, and I should be getting some money on the 5th, and then some money on the 10th, and then some money on the 15th. So, it'll put me on. It's good. And then I'll be sorted, and life will be much more chilled once I don't have to be. I've been living kind of hand to mouth because of everything. I fronted up so much money when I first moved here. So I'm just this huge wave of relief washed over every cell of my body when I saw that money was there. Yeah, and that's probably all to say. I had a conversation with my friend Aaron and about my dog, and I've realised I think I'm going to have to get someone to bring him. So I'm going to speak to some friends and my dad and see if anyone fancies a trip to Israel. Because I've got 2 weeks now. He had his blood test, not yesterday, on Tuesday. So that takes 2 weeks to come through. And it did need to be done. I think actually it did need to be done. So that's fine. There's forms I have to fill out from this end, which then have to be faxed. It has to be faxed. I was like, who has a fax? I think the last time I used to fax was 2007. For about 3 months, and then they got rid of the fax machine. Because seriously, who has a fax machine? Never heard of such nonsense. Anyway, I think the form's from 2010. So I'm going to phone them and I'm going to find out exactly what I need to do. That is from the Misrad HaChaklanut. I can't pronounce it. HaChaklanut. I think it's HaChaklaut. Yeah, Misrad HaChaklaut, which is the Ministry of Agriculture. HaChaklaut. It's not an easy word to pronounce. Basically DEFRA, Israeli DEFRA. I'm going to speak to them and I'm going to find someone who can call me about that, and sort that out. And that's what I've got to do today. And then work, obviously. I've got work, and I need to make sure that I get there on time so that I'm not late again. And then I'm going to Aaron's for dinner again. So yeah, I have a very good social life here. Yeah, I've made lots of friends and I'm sort of busy almost every evening, which is really nice. It helps settle in. Definitely need a network when you get here. Do everything you can to get one. That's what I would say. So yeah, that's my day. If anything else happens or I get any feedback, I of course will feedback. And yeah, until then, I guess better go on with it. Got quite exciting things. I have a post. It's my name at the top there. And I think it has a card in it. It's not the best card. It's not the card I really need. But it is a card that I do need. And that is my Rav Kav card. So I have one of these, but it was anonymous. But now look at that, cheeky little smile. Got my name on it, and it lasts until the 31st of the 1st, 2028. So that's good. So now I can load that up with a monthly card, and I don't have to worry about losing it, because if I lose it, I can just, I should still worry about losing it, but if I lose it, it means that I can still get another one. I got this from the app. I downloaded the Rav Kav app, and then what you had to do was, I I had to upload a picture of myself and then upload a copy of my ID. So it doesn't have my ID. It doesn't have my ID on it or anything. So that's good. But yeah, it's got like a little chip and pin thing. So now I can load it up. I can load up the card, and I can get a monthly card, which of course is cheaper. It's only like £45 a month, you know, which is pretty good, I think. So again, another thing, tick off my list. It's good. I still need my bank card. When I saw it at first, I thought, oh, it's my bank card. It's not a bank card, but it's still an important thing. And now I can load it up and I'm all set, pretty much. I'm all set to go. On the buses anyway. So I'm going to go on a bus, just because now I can.